This is Dr. Arpana Chaturvedi from the Department of Information Technology. The subject which I am taking is artificial intelligence, and in this today we will talk about expert system. And within expert system, today we will talking about different forward and backward chaining techniques. We'll take an example and we'll talk about both of the techniques. So let's start with forward chaining. Basically, forward chaining is a strategy of an expert system to answer the question that what will be going to happen next, to reach to the conclusion, to deduce an output, or to give an advice on the basis of the problem given to the expert system. The inference engine follows the chain of conditions and keep on deriving the outputs, and finally it deduces the final output and then gives the output to the user as an advice. It considers all the facts and rules and sorts them before concluding to a final solution. This strategy is followed for working on conclusion, results, effect, or advice. For example, prediction of share market status as an effect of change in interest rate. So this is a diagram which can easily explain you that these are certain facts and might be few facts when combined together gives result into a particular decision, and few other facts, either fact 3 is true or fact 4 is true, any one of them is true, then you can reach to a particular decision. And if we join both the decisions which you have received from become for from being fact 1 and fact 2 true together, or either fact 3 or fact 4 true together, you will be joining the concluded decisions and will reach to the final decision. That this is telling you what happened next, and when these two decisions are being concluded, that what happens next, and in this way you will reach to the final conclusion. Whereas when we talk about backward chaining, with this strategy, an expert system find out the answer to the question that why this has happened. You reach to the conclusion, and now you're finding that this is the outcome, and because of what all issues the outcome has been reached or concluded to this particular output, or why we have reached to this particular destination, what are the reasons which have taken you to that particular stage. So on the basis of what has already been happened in the past, the inference engine tries to find out which conditions have made the person or the situation reach to that particular state, what have happened in the past to get that particular result, and this strategy is followed for finding out the cause or reason of that particular happening. For example, diagnosis of blood cancer in human. If a human being has been diagnosed with blood cancer, then doctors can reach to the or can search for the issues that why this particular patient has been diagnosed with blood cancer. What is the past history, what are the situations, or what are its mental status or habits which have brought them to this particular state, that we can do backward chaining. So this is the concluded statement, this is the output. Here the patient is being diagnosed with blood cancer. You will reach to the actual main root cause which has brought the candidate or the patient to this particular state. So we'll be moving backward, that why this situation arise, what were the pre-happenings which have been caused in that particular human being's body, and they keep on further moving and keep on looking at his medical history and the habits, and you'll come to know that okay fine, these were the various causes because of which the patient has been now diagnosed with blood cancer. So when we differentiate between forward chaining and backward chaining, we say that forward chaining is also known as data driven inference technique, whereas in backward chaining you are already having goal, and that's why we say that it's goal driven inference technique. In forward chaining system, it matches the set of condition and infer result from these conditions. Basically, forward chaining starts from a new data and aims for any conclusion. Means you are moving from data towards goal. Whereas in backward search, from goal to the condition used to get the goal. Basically, it starts from the possible conclusion of goal and aims for necessary data. So if from goal you are moving towards data. Forward chaining is a bottom up reasoning, whereas backward chaining is a top down reasoning. Forward chaining is also said to be a breadth first search, whereas backward chaining is said to be a depth first search. In forward chaining, it continues until no more rules can be applied and finally we reach to the conclusion. Whereas in backward chaining, the process operation in a backward direction from end to start, and it will stop when the matching initial condition is met. In forward chaining, the example if we talk about, if it is cold, then I will wear a sweater, and it is cold is the data. I will wear a sweater is the decision. So it was already known that it is cold, that is why it was decided to wear a sweater. So this type of process is forward chaining. Whereas in backward chaining, if it is cold and I will wear a sweater, here we have our possible conclusion, I will wear sweater. Now if I say I will wear sweater, I am wearing a sweater, then it can be stated that might be it is cold, that is why I am wearing sweater. So hence it was derived from a backward direction, that it is the process of backward chaining. When we talk about forward chaining, it is mostly used in commercial application, that is event driven system are common example of forward chaining. It is used, whereas in backward chaining it is used in interrogative commercial application, that is finding items that fulfill possible goals. Similarly, in case of forward chaining, we can say that it can create an infinite number of possible conclusions, whereas when we talk about backward chaining, number of possible final answers is reasonable. See the example of forward chaining. We are taking an example of weather forecasting system, and we are having certain rules in the form of if and then. So first rule says, if we suspect temperature is less than 20 degree and there is humidity in the air, then there are chances of rain. So when these two facts are true, there are two facts. When fact 1 is true as well as fact 2 is true, then we can reach to this particular conclusion. Now rule 2 say, if sun is behind the cloud and air is very cool, then we suspect temperature is less than 20 degree. Again, if these two facts are true, then we can reach to this particular conclusion. These are the rules which are given, which are related to weather forecasting system. Now move further. There's a rule 3 which says, if air is very heavy, then there is a humidity in the air. So if this fact is true, then this conclusion will be true. Now suppose we have given some facts like sun is behind the cloud and air is very heavy and cool. So the problem is there any chances of rain? So we have to give the output of this. We have to conclude to this, and we have to tell, our expert system has to tell that is there any chances of rain. So for this, what we do, we just look at all the rules which are given over there, like the rule 3 says, like in this we have already talked about rule 3. Now, as per forward chaining, as we know that forward chaining is a data driven method from which we learn all the facts and we keep on learning till we reach to one conclusion. We repeatedly keep on looking at all the facts and we see that what the fact says and what will be the decision. And once we reach to the final decision, we stop checking the facts which are being mentioned over there. We look for each and every fact which are related to the problem which is being asked. So we can break our second fact into two facts because it is connecting by end. It is saying air is very heavy and cool. So we have divided air is very heavy, air is very cool. And first fact says sun is behind the cloud. So now two facts were given which are being divided into three facts. First is sun is behind the cloud, second is air is very cool, and third is air is very heavy. Now look at the facts which are given over there. And forward chaining, if we will reach goal from the given facts only, and we will match with the if and end part, and we will look at what is the then part is being concluded. In other words, we question why this has happened, and to the given facts we will get the answer that this has happened because of this, because the particular rule says like this. So now we are having three rules, and if we pick two rules, first is sun is behind the cloud and second is air is very cool, then these two facts are being interpreted using rule 2 with the new fact will be reached to one decision, that is we suspect that temperature is less than 20, because rule 2 says this, that if sun is behind the cloud and air is very cool, then we suspect that the temperature is less than 20. So from the given three facts, we picked two and we applied rule 2 and reached to this particular decision as the first decision. Now we move further, we see that as air is very heavy and we have just reached to the decision that we suspect temperature is less than 20, then using rule 3 we can say that there is humidity in the air. Now we reach to the conclusion that there is humidity in the air, and we have already reached to the conclusion that we suspect temperature is less than 20. Now using these two facts we can reach to the conclusion using rule 1 that there are chances of rain, which is nothing but we have reached to the goal state. And this is how from the given problem we have reached to the goal. So it is we have reached from the data to the goal using all the facts and deriving various decisions at various end and combining them together to reach to the goal state, and that is why it is said to be forward chaining. Similarly, if we talk about backward chaining, what we see that we will be using same example, and as we know that backward chaining is goal driven method, so we will start from our goal and we will reach to the facts from goal to the reason why this has happened. So we have three facts: sun is behind the cold, air is very heavy, and air is very cool. And if we look, these are the three facts, and if we look over here, that our goal statement is there are chances of rain. So why there are chances of rain? What is the fact behind? So we say that there are chances of rain in the present, and then using rule 1 we say that we suspect temperature is less than 20 and there is humidity. But sub goal number 1 is present in then part of rule 2, which says that sun is behind the cloud. Fine. And air is very cool, which is nothing but our first and third fact which is being given in the problem statement. And sub goal 2 is present in then part of rule 3. Thus we get another sub goal, that is air is very heavy, which is nothing but the second fact of B. And hence we concluded that there are chances of rain, because we reached to all the facts, all the data. From the goal we have just searched all the facts and we reached ki okay fine, yes there are chances of rain because air is very heavy and air is very cool and sun is behind the cloud, and because sun is behind the cloud and air is very cool because there is, we suspect temperature is less than 20 and there is humidity. And here we say that as there are chances of rain, that's where we reach to the conclusion that we suspect temperature is less than 20 and there is humidity. So from goal we have moved towards the fact. This is all about forward and backward chaining. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in next class.